When I have thought about the start of the negotiations, I come to the next point, the V. Here I lay the foundation for my negotiation. The V stands for negotiation goals, values, that is, what do I actually want to achieve with this negotiation? My advice is always, never enter into a conversation if you don't know what the point of that conversation is. Never enter into a negotiation if you don't know where you want to take it. There is a basic rule that says act and don't react. If I act, it is more likely that I will achieve my goal than if I always just react, which is more likely to achieve the goal of my counterpart. However, negotiation goals are very complex. I have to be very clear about all the negotiation goals. Let's take a price as an example. When I enter a price negotiation, I have an optimal price. A desired price. Note, desired not in the sense of Christmas. This has nothing to do with making a wish. Goals must be challenging and ambitious, of course, but also achievable. If I have goals that are not achievable, the negotiation has failed before I actually start. I just don't know that at this point in time. In addition to the desired goal, however, I still need something that we often refer to as the first number. The first number is my first positioning in the negotiation. It is often also referred to as the tactical target. This is not what I actually want. I try with it, but ultimately I want to land my desired goal. However, if I have something like an entry target, a tactical target, a first number, I also logically need something like an exit target. In negotiation technique, this is the pain barrier. WAC stands for walk away condition, and that makes it very vivid. That's the point where you get up and walk away. What I also have to consider is what my main goals are and what my secondary goals are. So let's say I'm a salesman and I want to sell a product. So now I have two goals. The goals are usually I want to keep this turnover, this customer. But I also want to make a profit. I also have a commercial interest in the whole thing. The question now, of course, is what happens if I don't get both? What if I only get this job if I walk away from it without a profit? I have to sacrifice a goal, then not with this customer and no job or just no profit. I certainly have to make that decision in advance.